Alright, here we go. This is game 2 between Tangibility and Turkleton for Tipsy 3000's 1v1 Iron Man ladder. And we are on simple. Turkleton did lose game 1. Tangi did take that one. And right now he is on the left side of simple. Very good choice, I guess, for a counter pick for a map. If you're going to pick anything, pick the left side is simple, especially in a 1v1. And this is once again going to be a Neo versus Neo. Tangibility again with the Jackals. There are no Jackals on the field yet for Turkleton's side. He is doing a pretty typical opening with the push, with the Longhorn push and the Patcher in support. And now these Jackals, I'm assuming, are going to go straight for this outpost. And Tangi is taking some Longhorn. It looks like he's going this down the route. He does decide to take out the neutrals on his side first. Turkleton picking up the creeps instead of regenerating. This is a pretty common strategy, just to go with the creeps instead of making your own soldiers or just waiting for them to get over there for some reason. And Tangibility actually does have the extra moneymaker in queue. Turkleton did not. And right now, Turkleton is pushing hard for mid. Tangi is going more the secure the outpost, then push out method. He is... Oh, well, he almost kind of got a lot of life taken out right there. That was kind of scary. But he is going for the... Okay, everything on the left side, the blue side of mid, is gone. And Turkleton has been able to take that out. He already has one artillery firing over here, and Tangibility actually lost a lot of Jackals in that exchange. He does have two Longhorns finally up here and does drop with the EMP. Almost gets taken out just in that retreat, but Turkleton is able to take mid. He does have only two bulbs up left. There is still one Jackal and this T99 over here, but Turkleton putting down defensive probes, retaking those bulbs, and Tangibility with bombs dropping and hitting that EMP, but he is almost dead. He will pretty much go down. Turkleton does have him pinned down. He does get that level up. Tangi was waiting for that level up, and he did get it, and did get away, did not get killed. And Turkleton dropped the Seeker, but decided to pick it up, and Tangi doing another bombing EMP thing. That's an interesting sequence right there. But Turkleton making more artillery. Tangi only has one bomb left. He is just deciding to drop it, and he has five Jackals in queue, and he is sending them over here. And he does pick up a Longhorn, brings it over, and it would support. It's actually, I've never actually seen that before. This Longhorn is supporting the Jackals. That's very, very funny. But Turkleton does drop for the EMP, does kill most of those Jackals. They are all dead on that side. That Longhorn also goes down. He has a very good foothold on mid right now, and Tangibility just not stopping with the Jackals, and has only bombs in queue right now. And Turkleton is forced to take care of these stray Jackals that were on capture. Actually, I think they are on attack. They are on attack. And now Tangibility has a chance to do whatever damage he can in the short amount of time that it will take Turk to finish off that Jackal. He actually has that stray Longhorn still down there, which he does pick up. Now Turkleton once again just making more Jackals, further fortifying his middle outpost, and now advancing to this top power station on Tangibility's side. Now Tangi did have that extra moneymaker. It will go to waste because there is no more open sockets. Turkleton does get that EMP off. Tangi is running away on the side of this outpost, but this is a blue outpost. It is very dangerous. Now Tangi does go cloak, and now Turkleton is assuming that he's flown away, but Tangi does sit there for a little while, and he will be able to lift off and get away. Turkleton did not see that. That was very, very high level decision making there from Tangibility. And now with more Jackals. Jackals. He's not stopping with the Jackals. There's just so many Jackals. And there is another Jackal over here to defend for Turkleton. But these Jackals are going once again for the main fort. And Tangibility dropping Jackals of his own over here on the for this power station. It does finally get neutralized. Turkleton, after taking care of those other ones, does come back to respawn. But this is a neutral outpost. Now Tangibility starting to drop with these Longhorn. Turkleton microing them around, repositioning them. This other one will go down, but Turkleton almost has Tangibility down right now. He is once again, has him pinned down, and is keeping him on the ground. Oh, and does get that EMP off. Tangi was not able to lift off in time, and Turkleton did get that kill. Very, very good timing, very, very quick reactions on Turkleton's. behalf right there, on his part. So now Tangibility finally respawning. He has 3 bombs in queue. 1 is made. Now 2 are made. Now let's see what he does with them. Is he going to go straight to drop them, or is he not? He is going for... He did drop that Longhorn over there. It is taking care of those Seekers. 1 does die. Turkleton is able to save another one. But there is this Longhorn over here for Tangibility that will go down unless he picks it up and saves it. He does drop with the EMP and once again starts firing. Turkleton repositions that Longhorn, but this Longhorn will go down to Tangibility. To Tangibility. And this other one that Tangi dropped here is still alive, and it really did its part. It did enough to distract. And Tangi with the incredible micro there, trading 1 Longhorn for like a Longhorn and 2 Seekers, and I think there was an artillery over there. But yeah, that was an incredible job right there from Tangibility to take out all that, all those units just for the price of that Longhorn that he dropped. And that bomb, I guess. Now Turkleton is taking care of the stray Longhorn. That one Longhorn is smoking black. He does not get to pick it up. It will go down to Tangi, and Tangi is actually under fire here. Does get cloaked to get out of the way of those Seeker missiles, but now Turkleton circling, but does not get Tangibility because of that full cloak. Tangi is able to avoid Turkleton's fire and get away. But it is looking very grim for Tangibility. He is behind 67 to 44 on the upkeep count right now. And there are just a big mass of Longhorn, Seekers, and artillery everywhere here. I would think that Turkleton would probably try to put down a few more Seekers just because Tangi is really abusing this EMP dropping over here. If he tries to spread out his Seekers, he'd probably be able to deter that much better than is happening right now. As of now, the majority of this EMP drop abuse is being handled by Turkleton himself, but does get Tangibility in that exchange. Tangibility was a little bit more under fire than he would have liked to be, and does get enough life taken out that he was not able to retreat in time back to his outpost. And Turkleton did get that kill. He is dropping another Longhorn over here behind this Bertha. Bertha does go down. Now Tangibility once again only has bombs in his loadout, and this is interestingly enough the same kind of scenario. There are a lot of tanks, Seekers, and everything over here for Turkleton, and there's practically nothing over here for Tangibility. But Turkleton has not decided to push out yet. It did kind of prove to be a bad idea that last game on Chasm where he did decide to push out, but he didn't really push out with as many units as he could have. So this time, this is simple. This is a very linear map. It's not going to be too risky to push out, with the large majority of your units. Now there is a Longhorn here on the front door. It is taking out a good like 5 to 10% of Tangibility's life out, but Tangibility does take care of it, which does give Turkleton an opportunity to drop creeps over here of his own. He is trying to finish off this last Longhorn, but Tangibility does scare him away. He does drop with the EMP, but Turkleton is just retrieving another Longhorn, and right now almost neutralized this outpost. There's only 1 bulb up, but there are 4 creeps coming for Tangibility. 2 are going to walk in, relight those bulbs, but it still is neutral, and right now Turkleton dropping probes, and, coming up with more, actually. That probe, actually a little glitched out on this replay, did look like a red jackal, but there are more creeps coming in here for Turkleton. Turkleton is deciding to push out now. There are more tanks than... There are more tanks and Seekers coming over here, and Tangibility will likely lose this outpost to all these units. And there are only Jackals over here to defend for Tangibility. I guess he's trying to use the Jackal as a main part of the army instead of tanks. Tanks have been so dominant ever since I started playing. It's all been Longhorn, 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 and then a short Dillo thing just now in the last month or so. But right now this is a very neutralized outpost. There's 1 bulb up for blue. All 3. Okay, now it is taken by Turkleton, and he does start to micro his tanks around this fort. It has a pretty good cover, actually. 1 tank does go down, but there are still 2 tanks over here, and Turkleton has a very easy, a very open opportunity right now to take down Saki units. 2 moneymakers did go down, and Tangi was actually using levelers to block. That is very, very unorthodox, but whenever any high-level player can block with whatever is available, and in that case, it was a leveler that was available. And Turkleton is setting up Berthas, having so many tanks over here. 1 Seeker is coming for the main fort, and there is only this Moneymaker is also blocking this front door. Does get taken down. Tangibility is just making bombs and Jackals. I guess he's trying to, I don't know, there's so much expendables right now that he's losing so many credits to something that he doesn't really have to. If he I don't know. I feel like if he went tanks instead of Jackal's so heavy, he would have been able to do much better, if not take this match. And right now, Tangi is... he's trying. He is going to try to defend against all these Longhorn coming at his outpost, or at his fort. But there's so many over here, and he is just Neo. He doesn't have anything in his build queue. He has 18,000 credits stocked up. He doesn't have any units on the field. Right now, it just feels like it's pretty much Turkleton's game. There's no way that he'll be able to, that Tangibility will be able to take this. Turkleton surrounding the fort with all the Longhorns that he has pushed. It will be extremely effective, and actually that's probably the most effective when the push is being blocked by other units. The reason pretty much that you're surrounding this outpost, surrounding the fort, is to get the blocking units out of the way, and Turkleton does take this game too. Game 1 on Chasm did go to Tangibility, and now the final game. Stay tuned for Game 3.